Good day. Welcome to Pest Diagnostics. My name is Lauren Lana, and I'll be doing a video presentation on rust and leaf miner of bodi. Common name bodi. Scientific name Vigna oligosulata subspecies sesquipidalis. What is bodi? Bodi is a legume that can be grown throughout the year. 2 or 3 seeds are placed in each hole at 2 to 3 centimeters deep and covered lightly with soil. Germination usually occurs in 6 to 10 days. They are cultivated with a spacing of 1.5 feet apart within rows and 3 feet apart between rows. Some varieties grown in Trinidad of bodi are the green arrow and red tip. The long type of bodi needs supporting of the growing of the stem. For such support, you can use stakes, fences, walls, trellises. It grows to a length of 35 to 75 centimeters, and the pods form within 60 days after sowing. The importance of bodi. Bodi contains protein, fiber, carbohydrates, iron, thiamine, riboflavin, phosphorus, potassium, manganese, magnesium, calcium, and vitamins A and B. Legumes also replenish the soil by adding nitrogen to it, due to its nitrogen fixation nodules, which make them quite important for crop rotation. The effects of pest and disease on bodi. It can hinder the plant's ability to produce food for us. These problems can be managed using good cultural practices, such as resistant varieties, biological agents, and chemicals. Here we are going to look at one of the pests and one disease of bodi. The first one we'll be looking at is leaf miner, Laromyza sativia. This is a larval stage of an insect family that feeds between the upper and lower surfaces on leaves. On heavily infested plants, it is not common to find 6 or more maggots per leaf. Although damage can restrict the plant's growth, resulting in reduced leaves and loss of vigor, healthy plants can tolerate considerable injury. Identification. The adults are 1/10 inch long. They are often black to gray flies with yellow stripes and clear wings. Larvae is worm-like maggots, 1/3 inch, which are often pale yellow or green in color. They create winding tunnels that are clear, except from the trail of the black fecal material, which they leave behind as they feed. The life cycle. The mature larvae take cover in the soil under host plants. As the temperature warms in the larvae, passes the pupal stage and appear as young adults. Mated females use their needle-like ovipositor to lay up to 250 eggs just under the surface of the leaf epidermis. The positive eggs may appear as small raised spots on the leaves. Within 10 days of hatching, the larvae tunnels through the mid-leaf tissue, feeding as they go and leaving tailwheel wavy lines that are visible on the surface of the leaves. The larvae matures within 2 to 3 weeks, and when ready to pupate, they drop to the soil. Once on the ground, they dig 1 to 2 inches into the soil and pupate. The adults emerge within 15 days as adult flies. So there can be several generations per year. Control or treatment. You can monitor the plant leaves closely, and the first sign of tunneling, you squeeze the leaf at the tunnel between your 2 fingers to crush the larvae. You can pick off and destroy badly infested leaves in small gardens. The more healthy plant is the less chance that leaf miner will hurt it. Hence, maintain healthy plants with organic matter as compost and other soil amendments as limestone. You can use biological control by using the parasitic wasp or yellow or blue sticky trap to catch the egg-laying adults. The soil can be mulched to prevent pupating. Chemical as green band labels are encouraged, as bionine. This is damage seen in the leaf miner. As you can see on the left, we have severe leaf miner damage, and there's developing leaf miner damage on the right. This is a video showing leaf miner damage as well. If you can look, you can see the white tunnels on the surface of the leaves. Rust. This is a fungal disease that we'll be speaking about. There are more than 5,000 known species of rust on plants. The scientific name for the common rust is Paragamedium species. It is a fungal disease. It is most often found on mature plants where the symptoms appear primarily on the surfaces of the lower leaves. Infection begins when the spore lands on the plant's surface, germinates, and invades its host. So we look at early signs. We look for white, slightly raised spots on the undersides of the leaves and stems. After a short period of time, these spots become covered with reddish to orange spore masses. Later on, the pustules may turn yellow-green and eventually black. Severe infestation will deform the leaves and even cause leaf drop. Rust disease prefers 4 to 8 hours of low light intensity, warm temperatures, and moist humidity, followed by 8 to 16 hours of high light intensity, high temperatures, and slow drying of the leaf surfaces. The spores can be spread by wind or by water splashing onto the foliage. The treatment and control: you could choose resistant varieties, pick off and destroy infected leaves, remove all the fallen debris, water early in the morning. Please avoid overhead sprinklers and give the plants time to dry out during the day. Drip irrigation can be used to help keep the leaves dry. A copper-based fungicide can be applied to help the plant from rust. For best results, apply early or at the first sign of the disease. Spray all the plants thoroughly and repeat every 7 to 10 days. A product as Serenade can be used. This is a broad-spectrum biofungicide which has a short pre-harvest application interval of 0 days, meaning that you can harvest the same day you apply the fungicide. You can prune or stake plants, remove the weeds to improve air circulation. When you're pruning your plants, remember to disinfect your pruning tools by using 1 part bleach to 4 parts water after each cut. Use a thick layer of mulch to prevent the spores from splashing back onto the leaves. Bag or burn infected plants after the growing season, and do not use it for compost. Rust damage seen on bodi leaves. This is initial stages seen on the left side, and on the right side you can see severe stage of rust damage. There's even some necrosis going on here. Here is a video showing damage done to the bodi plant by rust. These are my references. I thank you for listening, and I hope that this video will help you. Thank you.